Hey, how's it going, guys? My name is Gerardo, and I just wanted to take a few minutes to let you know a little bit about my first wholesale deal that I closed last week. First of all, I want to thank Cody, the Clever Investor family, and of course my mentor for helping me throughout the whole process. It would have been a lot more difficult without their assistance. So let me tell you about this deal. I sent out the direct mail campaign, marketing campaign on a Wednesday, and that same day, the seller called me, telling me that they were not interested in selling the property that I had listed on the postcard, but that they had another property that they wanted me to take a look at. So I said, sure, let me take a look at that property. I took that down the information. I entered that into Podio, and the following day I went to their house. So we talked for about an hour before we even mentioned anything about the property. Building rapport, trying to get to know each other. And everything went fairly well because I got the property under contract that same day. Of course, I was very excited. So the thing that I did is I started putting everything together, all the information together, so that I can start sending that to my buyers. I had a problem though. I didn't have access to the property for a while, actually for about a week and a half almost, and I only had 2 weeks or 10 days, 10 business days to work to close the deal. So I wasn't even getting pictures of the property, so that made everything so much more difficult. Long story short, I was able to get the picture from the tenant because the seller wasn't really helping too much in that sense. He sent me the pictures, and at that point, I sent it out to all of my buyers, but I had to ask for an extension on the contract because I just didn't have enough time. So the sellers were not too happy about that, but they agreed because they understood that I didn't have what I needed to, actually make or close the deal, which is I needed to inspect the property. So I sent out the information about the property, and none of my buyers were interested because it was a little far from the area that my buyers like to invest in. So I got in touch with another wholesaler who became my business partner at this point, and he found a buyer. So when the buyer was ready to take a look at the property, we drove out there, we inspected the property, and it was actually two buyers. So because of that, one of them just decided to pull the trigger the very next day. So she said, I want the property, and she said, let's start the paperwork. So great, that's what we did. I actually did a double escrow on this property for a few reasons. The main reason is because these sellers have more properties that they want to sell to me, and I didn't want them to feel weird about my profits, right? And also, the buyer expressed interest in buying more property from either myself or my business partner. So we decided to do a double escrow. At the end of the day, the sellers were calling me on a regular basis asking me for their money, and that was a little bit difficult to deal with. Thankfully, my mentor told me you just have to breathe, you just have to relax, you have to walk them through the process, explain everything the way it's happening, and they should understand, and they did. So I'm learning a lot. I'm really being patient now, so that's a great thing. Anyway, so at the end of the day, the property that wasn't moving at all, that no one wanted, made we made some profit. So I want to show you the deposit because I don't have the physical check anymore. But here it is. You can see, there you go. GC Premier Investments. That's my company, and we made $6,420.55. So it was a fairly good deal. The way I see this is, yes, it was a little difficult, but I did a double escrow. I know exactly how that works now. I was negotiating the price with a difficult seller, and I know how that works now. I know what to say it, how to sit down with them and explain the whole process. And not only that, I connected with another wholesaler, and he is teaching me too a little bit more about how everything works, since he has more experience. And at the end of the day, we're getting paid, which is great. So I'm very excited about this. As I said before, I had to split the 50-50. So I made about $3,000 on this deal. For, I mean, being my first deal, I was very happy. So all I gotta say is that it is a numbers game. The more marketing that you do, the more response you're gonna get. And not only that, it is just fairly simple if you use the clever investor systems. Because once again, you don't have to reinvent the wheel. They already have a system that works. You just have to use it. And that's basically what I did because 3 to 4 months ago, I didn't know anything about real estate. I was just thinking about doing it. I took action. I got involved with the Clever Investor family. And once again, 4 months later, I made my first $3,000. And with all that being said, I think I put in about 20 hours of actual work into this property. So if you do the math, it's actually a pretty good deal. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. And once again, I want to thank everybody in the Clever Investor family, Cody, uh, and Dave, my mentor. You're rock, man. You're cool. And once again, now I'm actually in Florida. I'm from California. I'm in Florida working with Frank and Cruz. It's just a great experience. We are done with our first day of intensive training and great breakthroughs. And not only that, um, when you connect with other people that are on the same boat, on the same page as you, it just pushes you to be better. I mean, it was just a matter of a few hours when I created, like, I think it was, I added about 10 more cash buyers, and it wasn't difficult at all. I just followed what Franklin was telling us, and it's happening right now. So I'm still working at the hotel room. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. And once again, I'm very thankful that I got involved with these guys, with the Clever Investor family. And once you do your first deal, like everybody says, everything is gonna become much easier. I understand the process, and I like it. I'm loving it, and I just have to do more and more of this, because right now I see it more as an opportunity to reach my goals, my financial goals. And that's all I have for now. And I'm sure everybody's gonna appreciate this, because if you are in doubt about how everything works, I just gotta tell you that once again, 3 or 4 months ago, I didn't know anything about real estate. I'm not an expert yet, but I'm getting involved with the guys that are, and I'm a fast learner, so eventually I'll get it. But I'm so thankful that 4 months later, I made my first $3,000 in real estate. So once again, thank you everybody for watching the video. If you have any questions, by all means, reach out to me. I'm very open about this. There's a lot of information that I can share with you. If you have any questions, please send me a message and we'll talk about it. Thank you so much. Bye.